Now suppose the question says, find the mean age of all people who use the fitness center. And we're talking about a particular fitness center. So when I say find the mean age, so it is like saying find the average age of people who visit the fitness center. Since we're talking about all the people who visit the fitness center, we're really talking about the population mean, mu. If the population is large, it is almost impossible to find an exact value of mu, which is the population mean or the population average. Since we're trying to find the average age, we need to find, it's almost impossible to find that average. So therefore, we use an inference technique in statistics, and we estimate, instead of actually finding it, we are able to estimate the population mean using a range of values, which is also called a confidence interval. A confidence interval is nothing but a range of values that is used to estimate the true mean, the actual mean, or the population mean of any particular population. So the way it goes is we extract a sample from the population. So if this is the set of all people that go to the fitness center, a particular fitness center, then we extract a sample, like we collect a sample, a randomly selected sample from this population. And from this sample of a certain number of people, we figure out the average age of those people. Since the average now is for the sample, we denote it by the letter X bar. Remember the difference. Mu is the average of the population, X bar is the average of the sample. Now, once we collect X bar, then we calculate M, which is called the margin of error. And using the margin of error, we take X bar, which is the average, subtract the margin of error, add the margin of error to X bar, we get two numbers. And this is what is used to give us a range of values. Now, this is how we make the conclusion at the end of the problem. We say that, let's read the first statement. This is the statement that we need to read first, and this is our final conclusion or conclusive statement for our problem. We are 95% confident that the mean age of all people who use the fitness center, we've talked about this before, 95% confident is, it means something, and we'll discuss that only a little later. It is, if you have not studied confidence intervals before, then it's probably not what you're thinking, but we'll talk about it a little later. So we're 95% confident that the mean age, so when I say the mean age of all people who visit the fitness center, that mean age is really mu, we're not talking about a sample, is between, and this is exactly the range of values, and we're saying that our mean lies somewhere between those two numbers. So this is what it's going to look like. 36.5 is the smaller number, is less than mu, is less than 38.5, and everything is in years. So basically this is saying that the mean mu, the mean age of all people who visit this fitness center is between 36.5 years and 38.5 years. And how do we get this? By taking the X bar, which is 37.5 years, this is years, not inches, sorry, and subtract 1 inch. And if we subtract 1 inch, we get 36.5 years, which is our left end point. We add 1 year to get 38.5, and that's how we get the two endpoints of our range. And we say that we are 95% confident that the actual or true mean lies between these two numbers. Now we have to be very careful about the language and how this sentence is interpreted. Now let's read the second sentence, and let me tell you before we even start that it is incorrect. Let's find out why. Let's read the sentence. It says, every person who goes to the fitness center is between the ages of 36.5 and 38.5 years. Now, if you've read the first sentence carefully, the most important thing to notice is that it says that the mean age is between the two numbers. It is not the actual age of every person. If you take the average of everyone who uses the fitness center, that average is called mu, because we're talking about everyone, which is the population. And then we say with some level of confidence that the mean of the population lies between those two numbers. Do you see how wrong it would be to say that every person who visits there is going to be between that between the ages of 36.5 and 38.5 years? That would be completely incorrect. That's a wrong interpretation of the statement. The statement only guarantees that with some level of confidence that mu, the population average, lies between the two numbers, not the actual age of the people. So that's the reason why the second statement is incorrect. Now let's look at a second interpretation of the same statement, which is again wrong. Just note that this is the correct statement and we are looking at two wrong interpretations of that statement. 95% of the people who go to visit the fitness center, are between 36.5 and 38.5 years. Now again, if you've read the first sentence carefully, it doesn't say that 95% of the people are between the ages of 36.5 and 38.5. It only says it's the average age of all the people that lies between those two numbers. So what is wrong with this statement? Very specifically, saying that 95% of the people are between the ages of 36.5 and 38. That is completely incorrect. The 95% is called the confidence level. 95% is called the confidence level, and it has a completely different meaning, and we'll talk about it only a little later.